I'm signing one amazing player from every Premier League club. Now, the goal is to build the ultimate Premier League All-Stars team and seeing if they can win the Champions League. But hold up, I've done this challenge twice before, once on FIFA 23 and once on FC 24. And we couldn't even get past the Champions League round of 16. Now, that's because, yes, we do get to sign a player from Liverpool and Man City, but we also need to sign a player from, say, clubs like Fulham or Southampton. And that really ends up making the squad iffy. But I've got a feeling the FC 25 edition is going to be the best one yet, because this year the Premier League seems to be the most balanced it's ever been. Clubs like Nottingham Forest are in the top 4, so I'm hoping we'll be able to build a crazy team. But don't forget, it's still going to be in the hands of the wheel. All 20 Premier League clubs are on this, and let's see, where are we going to begin our journey from? Everton. Okay, that is not the start I was expecting. One more thing we're going to have to manage is our budget, which is going to be 1 billion. I know it seems like a lot, but trust me, once we do start signing the big boys, it's going to run out pretty quickly. But yep, I don't think a single Everton player is going to make a dent on our budget. But still, Everton do have some decent options. Jordan Pickford being the highest rated one at 82. Then there's Tarkowski at an 80 overall. And young Jared Brantwaite, the highest potential player they've got. I'm thinking maybe we should go with Jordan Pickford. He's got the rating. But to be fair, if we go into the Champions League with an 82 rated keeper, we're going to get destroyed. I'm thinking the play might be to go with young Jared Brantwaite. At least he'll grow through the season. And if we don't get a better centre-back later on in the video, I think I can trust him to do the job. And so from Everton, we're picking Jared Brantwaite. He's going to be the first player to join our All-Stars team. And not going to lie, we got him for a steal. 30 million is not bad at all. For now, we're going to be putting him into the starting 11. But guys, if we want to aim for the Champions League, we're going to need some higher rated players. And a lot of that is going to depend on the wheel. Which club are we getting next at Liverpool? That is exactly what you want to see. Because now we've got some unbelievable options to choose from. We could go with someone like McAllister, but we could also go with someone like Alisson, who's 89 rated and would be amazing for that goalkeeper position. But I'll be honest, boys, there's only two options that we're really going to consider from Liverpool. Mo Salah and Virgil van Dijk. It has to be between them. If we go with Van Dijk, that's going to be our defense completely sorted. Because I don't think we're going to get a 90 rated centre-back through any other means. But come on, man. This might be Mo Salah's final year as a Liverpool player. He's 91 rated too. It was a tough choice, boys, but I think I'm going with Mo. We're choosing Salah from Liverpool. Let me know in the comments, boys, if I made the right choice. And also, while you're down there, subscribe to the channel. We're getting so close to 2 mil subs. Oh, and by the way, Salah cost us about 80 million pounds. And just with 2 players, we've gone through over 10% of our budget. I told you 1 billion is not a lot. We've got to keep a keen eye on our finances. But I'll tell you what, 2 Merseyside players so far, Brantwaite and Salah. Pretty good start, I'd say. What club can we follow it up next with? Let's see if it's going to be a big one. West Ham. Now, these are the clubs that usually end up hurting the challenge the most, because there's usually not many high-rated players available to choose from. But let's go through West Ham's squad, see what kind of talent they have. And okay, there's Jared Bowen. He might not be a starter, but could be an awesome option from the bench. Mohamed Kudus. I mean, we got to go with him, I guess. There's Lucas Paqueta. Okay, maybe not him, because he might just get banned mid-season for you-know-what. Also, a few good options like Somerville and Todibo. West Ham have got an interesting team. Okay, I've narrowed it down to a couple of players. Mohamed Kudus. And interestingly, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. And call me crazy, but I'm leaning towards Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I have a feeling getting a really good fullback could be really tricky in this challenge. Because, hey, we've already picked a Liverpool player. That means we can't get someone like Trent Alexander-Arnold. So I think just locking out that right back spot now with Wan-Bissaka could be the play. Plus, he should be a lot cheaper than Kudus. Controversial, but yes, I'm choosing Wan-Bissaka from West Ham. And also, you can't beat that price. 25 mil is a bargain. I really hope we get a really good left winger later on, because otherwise we're gonna regret not going with Kudus. So far, guys, I gotta say though, we haven't made a stinky signing at all. I think all the players have been good, but that might change, because we're gonna have to sign a player from Bournemouth. To be fair, this season Bournemouth have been really impressive. They're not in a relegation battle, they're 10th. And they do have Milos Kerkez, one of the most promising fullbacks in football right now. He's only 20 years old, 80 overall. And although there are a few other good options like Evanilson, I think we'll be better off getting a striker from elsewhere. From Bournemouth, our pick has to be Kerkez. Also, we're looking really good for our budget, boys. Kirk has cost us just like 30 mil. 4 players in, we're down to 835. I've got a feeling money isn't really going to be an issue here. The tough part's going to be just getting those high-rated players, because so far, although we're getting some good talents, the only high-rated player we've gotten is Mo Salah. We're going to need a big club to change that, and well, we get Nottingham Forest. Now, they are in the top 4 in the Premier League. Do they have super high-rated players? Okay, nothing too crazy, but they do have a few good options like Morgan Gibbs-White. He's 80 rated. There's Anthony Elanga. We could go with someone like Murillo or Milenkovic. I think that we've been signing way too many defensive players. Maybe now's the time to get someone more offensive. Morgan Gibbs-White. I don't know if he's going to be a starter for us, but should be a great option from the bench, and that's why we're choosing him from Nottingham Forest. We're changing the formation a bit to fit in Gibbs-White, but again, with his overall, I'm not sure if I want him as a starter. Again, we're going to need some higher rated players, man. Oh, and looks like that is exactly what we're going to get with Aston Villa. I know they're not one of the traditional top 6 in the Premier League, but nowadays they do have some really high-rated players. Of course, their new signings are there like Marco Asensio and Rashford, but come on, man. EA have destroyed Rashford's rating. We can't sign him. We could go for Ollie Watkins, though, as our striker. 84 overall. There's Kamara if we wanted a CDM. But come on, guys. I think any other option other than Emiliano Martinez would be wrong. This would be the easiest way for us to get a really high-rated keeper. 87 is more than good enough, because otherwise we would maybe have to wait for like Man City and then choose Edison, which would mean leaving out a lot of players like KDB or Rodri. Now, we had to fork out 50 mil, but I think picking Emi Martinez from Aston Villa is the right play. Bro, so far we've been really just juicing up our defense. Barely any midfield picks or even attacking picks. Come on, Wheel. I want to be picking some really world-class attackers, and we get Newcastle, the current Carabao Cup champions. Can't believe they actually managed to beat Liverpool. Fair enough. Oh, and we got options from Newcastle. There's Botman, but I don't want to pick another defensive player. Anthony Gordon, who's 83 rated. I like that. I think that would be a left winger we can trust. Or Bruno Guimaraes, though, would be massive in the midfield. Okay, guys, come on. It has to be him. It has to be Isaac. There's something about Alexander Isak. 6'4", 86 rated. Okay, this is going to be even more expensive than Salah. We're choosing Isak from Newcastle. I think the only better striker we could have gotten was Erling Haaland. But now that we've got Isak, that leaves us to maybe pick another player from Man City, which could really help the balance of our team. So I think this is the right play. Again, if you disagree with any of my picks, let me know in the comments. But I think now the team is shaping up nicely, boys. Isak and Salah in the front line. Dibu Martinez protecting the goals. Solid fullbacks. But yep, there are still a lot of gaps that we need to fill. Also, now we're gonna have to keep a keen eye on our budget, because we're down to 660 million. Spinning the wheel to now see where we're getting our next player from. Oh my days. Manchester City. It's about to be a big one. As I said, there's now no point of picking Haaland. We've chosen Isak. He's gonna be the guy. We're gonna skip Haaland. And to be fair, we would have to pay like 200 million to get him. In a challenge like this where we're a bit tight on the money side, I think choosing Isak was wise. And that now means we can finally improve our midfield. And what better options than KDB or Rodri, the current Ballon d'Or winner. I know he's injured in real life, but he can help us out now. Okay, with De Bruyne, because of his age, we could get him for a really good deal. But I do know throughout the season, he's only going to go down in his overall, and that's going to hurt us in the Champions League. I think if we're building an all-stars team, we got to go for Rodri. And yes, guys, we're spending 125 million, our most expensive signing. But for that, we do get to pick Rodri from Man City. At least it's good to see Rodri walking here and not on crutches, man. He's been injured for too long. Okay, to accommodate Rodri, we're going to have to change formation once again. I think a 4-3-3 works. Gibbs-White is going to be out of position, but hey, I'm hoping that we can anyway get better midfielders. Okay, let's see which Premier League club we're going to be getting a player from next. And Brentford. Okay, we do really need midfielders, but I don't think a 77 rated Jensen is going to be doing much for us. I guess we should just go for the best Brentford player, and that is Brian Mbeumo. He's 82 rated, can play right wing and striker. I did not expect to be spending 39 million on a Brentford player, but it definitely makes sense to go for the best player possible. For now, I guess we can put Mbeumo in the left wing position. This will now be the 10th Premier League club we're signing a player from, and it's going to be Wolves. Okay, their highest rated player is Matthias Cunha. I know he's a baller. He's 81 rated as well, but we've already got Morgan Gibbs-White, who's kind of similar. I think it would be a waste to drop like 30 mil on Cunha. Instead, I'm thinking maybe let's save a bit of cash, go for someone like João Gomez, 78 rated, a bit of midfield depth, and we only had to spend 20 mil for him. That's now 10 players we've signed from 10 different Premier League clubs. The team is actually looking good. We still need some more high-rated players to get in there. Oh, and we are plowing through our budget really quickly, down to 476 million. Don't forget, we still need to sign 10 more players. This could get really tricky, especially because we've got quite a few big clubs left on the wheel, like the London clubs. There's Man United as well. What are we going to get, though, is the real question now. And it is Manchester United. Okay. Now, I know they're not having the best of times in real life, but they do have some high-rated players. There's Lisandro Martinez, who's 83. We can go for him. Sort out our defense. Matthias de Ligt is probably an even better option. I'm a big fan of Garnacho, but in a challenge like this, probably not. He's too low-rated. But I think there's only one real choice, and that's Manchester United's captain, Bruno Fernandes. I think I said his name perfectly.
When you watch a football game with your girlfriend for the first time and she pronounces my name like
Bruno Fernandes. But yep, guys, he's 86 rated, can play in that centre mid role, which is what we need. And so from Man United, we're choosing their best player, Bruno. But it's come at a cost, boys, 60 million. I told you we're going to run out of money really quickly this way. Well, at least our next signing won't be that expensive because we need to buy a Leicester City player. Okay, Leicester City might be the worst club we're signing a player from because all their ratings are trashed. I guess Abdul Fadawu is their most talented player, but we've already got Salah and Mbuemo. In that case, should we just go for Jamie Vardy? I mean, we'll literally get him for basically free, allowing us to maybe sign other players. We've already got Isaac, so all we need him is to be backup. And come on, guys, picking anybody other than Jamie Vardy to represent Leicester would be just rude. We're buying him for just 3 mil. Oh, and next up, we're going to need a player from Fulham. And yo, Fulham have got a couple of really cool winged options in Willian and Adama Traore. I mean, Traore is the biggest pace merchant ever. And Willian, man, do you guys remember his Chelsea time? Bro was insane. But of course, yeah, they're not going to really help us with their current ratings. Instead, there are options like Emil Smith-Rowe. Robinson, I guess, could be good. He would be a bit of an upgrade over Kirkes. And yup, I've gone with Robinson. He's the highest rated player at Fulham. I think it makes sense to get him. And especially after signing Vardy for cheap, I don't mind splurging 32 million on a really good fullback. Okay, guys, we've now signed 14 players. And this is the team we can put together. We still need a centre-back. In fact, probably a couple. That's one area where we really need to focus. We probably need another really good midfielder, a world-class winger as well. With 6 picks to go, I think we've got quite a bit of cash left, and I really want to use it, Wheel. So come on, give me a big Premier League club now. It's about time. There you go. We get Chelsea. And the first player that comes to my mind when I think about Chelsea is the coldest player of all time, Palmer. But I really don't know how we're going to fit him into our team. And I have to spend like 150, 160 million on a player that I might have to play out of position. Nah, I don't think that's the play. I'm sorry. I'm not going to sign Palmer. Instead, the smart choice is Enzo Fernandez, and I'm picking him from Chelsea. We needed a midfielder, guys, and I think him being 82 rated should be good for us. But man, I think we've been super conservative with our budget because even after signing Enzo, we've still got 336 mil left. I want to spend my money, Will. Give me a big club again. Oh, it's giving us Crystal Palace. Okay, a couple of options stand out from Palace. One of them is Eberiche Eze. He's a baller. But again, we don't need more cams. We've got Bruno. We've got Gibbs White. The perfect option for us is Mark Guehi, 81 rated centre-back. And yep, that's a position we've been lacking. But even Guehi wasn't all that expensive. 30 million. That's now 15 signings we've made so far, and we've completed our full first 11. And it is looking good, boys, especially the attack with Isaac and Salah. Midfield's got Rodri. I think there's a couple of areas where we can really get big improvements. One of them, definitely a left winger. We've got Mbuemo there for now. And of course, a super high-rated centre-back. But let's see where we're going to have to sign our next player from, and it's going to be Spurs. And I think there's absolutely no doubt on who we need to sign from here. Heung-min Son, left winger, 86 rated. Can you imagine an attack of him, Isaac, and Salah? I think that's Champions League worthy. And no, we could also go with Mickey van de Ven, but nah. If we're picking a player from Spurs, it has to be Son. That is literally now our attack complete, and we've also got Vardy and Mbuemo on the bench. Now, all we need to do is focus on the midfield and the defense. Ooh, we get Brighton. I know they've got some really good hidden gems. There's Matt O'Reilly, who we could go for. 23 years old, 79 rated centre mid. But you know what? The squad's also going to need a backup goalkeeper. And I feel like Bart Verbruggen is an awesome option. I mean, look at his age. He's 78 overall as well. I mean, I know this isn't an exciting choice, but hey, the squad needs it, and let's get it out of the way. We've legit got 266 million left, but just 3 clubs to sign players from, and 2 of them are Ipswich and Southampton. And looks like first we need need to get a Southampton player out of the way. They are literally the club that are last in the Premier League right now. Bro, their squad is horrible. Their best player is Aaron Ramsdale, who's 79. But we don't need another goalkeeper. I can't even sign a defender from them because nobody's good enough. Only option I see for the bench is Matheus Fernandes. Well, he's going to be our pick from Southampton. The wheel is really making us wait to sign an Arsenal player. And there's nobody good at Ipswich Town as well. I guess we'll go with 74 rated Axel Tuanzebe. He's played for Man United before, so he's got a bit of experience, I guess. With that, we're now 19 picks in. Just one Premier League club to go, and you know it's Arsenal. And looking at this team, boys, we do need a world-class centre-back. And I think you know what's coming next. We're choosing Saliba from Arsenal. And no, I could have gone for Bukayo Saka, Declan Rice. But right now, we needed a world-class centre-back, boys. Someone super high-rated. It had to be Saliba. Bro, we're left with so much money. I could have easily made one more signing. But we have completed our squad with one player from every Premier League club. And I think I gotta be happy with this, boys, because we've got a really good attack. The defense looks balanced as well, a solid keeper. We've got Rodri, two of the highest rated players in the game. And even the bench is looking solid. You know what? Before we see if this team can win the Champions League, I want to see how this team compares to the previous squads we've made. And alright, boys, this was our team from FC24. A few similar players like Heung-min Son and Emi Martinez, but that's it. It's a completely different team apart from them. But I don't understand what this formation was. No wonder in FC24 I got knocked out in the Champions League group stages. Our team now is definitely better than that. Okay, but my team in FIFA 23, boys, we had Haaland, Salah, and Son. Okay, those were some good picks, man. Probably better than our attack right now. Midfield, McAllister, Guimaraes, Rafa Varane. Bro, we've literally picked Emi Martinez every single time. It just, I guess, makes sense with Aston Villa. Let me know in the comments from which FIFA do you think we made the best squad? Well, we're, I guess, simming to the end of the season, and the results are gonna speak for itself. End of the season, and this ain't cool. We finished 6th in the Premier League. I can't believe this, guys. We stole literally some of the best players from each of these Premier League clubs, and we could still finish only 6th. But okay, there's hope. Look at the stats. Isaac, Son, and Salah did pretty well. It all comes down to the Champions League, and we do finish top 8. That means we're skipping the playoffs, and we've also knocked out Celtic through to the quarterfinals, where the journey ends against AC Milan. Well, I guess this is the furthest we've taken the Premier League All-Stars. We could only manage round of 16 in the previous FIFAs. Maybe in the future, FC 26 or maybe FC 27 will get them to win the Champions League. But you know what? I still think we built an incredible squad. Now, if you enjoyed this video, watch me build a squad with one player from every nation. Click here.